Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, HASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my elders, my apostles of Great Milestone, they're doing well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect, the elect of the 1/3. Shalom. This is Brother Dawadah. Come back at you with another video through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. And today, the title of this video would be, They Have Forgotten Their Resting Place. And that is coming from a scripture written of in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, and the 6th verse, which is this video is a response video to the Elder Apostle HALALYAM's video that he did today, which today is Tuesday, March 23rd, the year 2021, the year of hastening unto the coming of the Lord YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. And the title of this video was, or his video was, The Scattered Sheep, which we are that scattered sheep, the nation of Israel, all right? And in the midst of Jake being lost and not knowing who they are, not knowing their nationality, not knowing their power, one of the main things that Jake has also forgotten is their homeland, because Jake believes that their homeland is Africa. Oh, the motherland, Africa. They got to go back to Africa. You know, a lot of the schools within the hoods, the ghettos, they push that Africanism heavy on Jake. All right. A lot of schools are African centric, particularly in Detroit. They push that Africanism. There's an African studies class or African American studies class. You know, even in these different universities that have African classes, so you can learn about Africa. And they keep pushing that upon Jake. Why? Why do they put that into the curriculum? So that you can not know who you are. Your homeland is not Africa. Your history goes back way further back before then. You're from the land of Israel. So let's go ahead and get directly into the scriptures. Jeremiah 50:6. My people, who are the people of the Lord? Psalm 148, all right, verses 15 tells you whom the people of the Lord is. Let's grab it. Let's go to the book of Psalm, chapter 148, in verse 14, rather. Salaki, I said 15. But let's actually start at 13. Let them praise the name of the Lord, Yahweh YAHAWASHI. So that shows you the name's important. And in order for you to praise his name, you got to know it. So the names are still here. All right. And we have those names. That's how we're going to be able to call upon them. That's what the scriptures say. Call ye upon me the day of adversity. How are you going to call upon him if he never gave you the name? This is Psalm 48 and verse 13. Let them praise the name of Yahweh YAHAWASHI, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people. The horn is a metaphor for power. All right. And who are his people? That's the main question. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints. So the next question is, well, who are the saints? Who are the Lord's people and who are his saints? Even of the children of Israel. So the children of Israel are both the saints and they're also the people of YAHWAH YAHAWASHI. And people near unto him. So the nation of Israel is a nation that is near unto YAHWAH YAHAWASHI, the only nation that's near to YAHWAH YAHAWASHI. Praise ye YAHWAH YAHAWASHI. You see? Wow. So let's go from there to Jeremiah 50:6. My people, that's the nation of Israel, have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. Who are these shepherds? These false teachers, these false leaders, these bishop pork chops, you know, and even those that know that they're Israelites, that telling you that you're Israel, but they're not giving you the 100% truth. All right, they're still causing you to be led astray. All right, because if you're not gathering, what did Yahweh say? He that gathereth not scattereth abroad. Roughly paraphrasing, it's about gathering the sheep together. How are the sheep being gathered together? Well, let's grab it. Let's go to the book of Baruch, the 5th chapter. Baruch 5, which Baruch was a scribe and understudy of Jeremiah the prophet. Baruch, the 5th chapter, in verse 5, arise, O Jerusalem, stand on high, and look about. Which Jerusalem was a people before it's a place. It's talking about the people, the Israelites. Because how could a city stand on high? And look about toward the east, and behold, thy children, that's the nation of Israel, gathered from the west, which are in the west, we're in the Americas, gathered from the west to the east, onto the east, by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High. So the Israelites are being gathered by the word. All right. So the scriptures speak about the Lord feeding his people with knowledge and understanding through the men that he'd set up. Jeremiah 3:15, I will give thee pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Roughly paraphrasing. But these bishop pork chops, they ain't feeding you the 100% truth of the word. They're feeding you half truths, all right, and empty lies. Okay, that's all they give you, and guess what you're giving them? Your money. That's why they got the Balenciagas on. They got the Gucci belt on. Bishop Porkchop got a Gucci belt. Meanwhile, you got your same leather belt that you've been wearing over the past 10 years, which you got from your older brother. You know, he's doing good. He's doing lovely. He got the Benz, all right? He got the buffs on. He got the fancy car, the fancy suits. How do you think he affords those suits? Bishop Porkchop. Passing the collection plate around 2 times. And here it is. They're not teaching you the 100% truth. They're leading you astray. And you know why Jay goes to these churches? Because they're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. All right? And they go to these churches seeking some type of comfort, some type of answers. But guess what? They never get it from these churches. Because the Most High YAHAWASHI didn't set them up. This is Isaiah chapter 55 verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth. Why is Jake going to these different religions and philosophies? Because Jake is thirsty. But thirsty for what? The 100% truth. That's what they want desperately. Come ye to the waters. What is the waters? What is the true waters? Let's go to the book of St. John. St. John. Chapter 8 and verse 30. Chapter 7 and verse 38. He that believeth on me, which we do believe on the Lord Yahawashi, we believe on him according to faith, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly, meaning the belly of his mind. That's why you got food for thought. Where do you put the food for thought? Within your head. Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So what's that talking about? Is that literal water? No, it's symbolic. It's a metaphor for this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right? Just as much as when you water a tree and it springs forth and it grows, now the Lord YAHAWASHI is watering his people through this word. Because is not the scriptures comparable unto water? Let's go from there to the book of Ephesians. Ephesians, the 5th chapter. Ephesians 5 and verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Yahawashi Hamashiach also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he, that's Yahawashi, might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. You see? So the baptism that's taking place is you being immersed, all right, in this word, you being taught this word, you receiving these breakdowns of this understanding. Okay, that's what that's talking about. Oh, okay, the mystery of the Gentiles. Oh, I know who the Gentiles are now. Now I know the color of the Most High. Now I know my homeland. Now you know these different things through this knowledge, this truth. All right? So you're being purified through this word. All right? So the word is likened unto water. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that comes from this word, that is that rivers of living water. Much, much wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Jeremiah 50 and 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. Yeah. That's what the scriptures say, for the leaders of this people caused them to err. Let's grab that. This is the book of Isaiah. The 9th chapter in the 16th verse. For the leaders of this people, that's Bishop Porkchop Creflo Dollar, TD Snakes, Farrakhan. Oh, he loves that title, Minister Farrakhan. The word minister means a servant. And you know what he's supposed to be serving you? The 100% truth. But he ain't giving that to you. But what are you giving him? Your money, your tithes, passing in that collection plate over a few times. Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people and what people? The nation of Israel, the Lord's people, caused them to err. Same thing that we read in Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50:6. My people hath been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. Saying the same thing all over again, just in a different way. All right, so these Bishop Pork Chops and Creflo Dollar, they're leading the people astray. They ain't give you the 100% truth. All right. It says, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So if you keep following what they're teaching you with Bishop Pork Chop and Creflo Dollar and TD Snakes and Joel Osteen, what they're teaching you, which is really nothing, except a prosperity doctrine, it's going to lead you into being destroyed. The only way you're going to be covered is having this knowledge, this truth. That's the blood that's put upon the doorpost of your mind. Just as much as back in ancient Egypt, we had to put the actual blood of a lamb upon our doorpost. Now you have to put this spiritual blood, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, upon the doorpost of your mind. You have to have this truth. In other words, in order for you to be delivered. All right. Jeremiah 15:6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. Here it is, their shepherds. A shepherd is an individual that leads and tends to the sheep. But they're not leading and tending to the sheep. They don't care about the sheep. All right. That's why the scriptures speak about a hireling. Isaiah 55:1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. Come to this 100% truth that you're getting from the apostles and elders. Come get it. Come get this 100% truth. Come get the answers that you're desperately seeking for. Why am I in the hood? Why am I in the ghettos? Why am I in the barrios, the reservations? Why did this happen to my people? Why did we go into slavery? Why did Esau, the so-called white man, come in here and destroy our people? Destroy the Gadites, destroy the so-called Puerto Ricans, destroy the so-called American Indians, destroy the so-called Mexicans and the different tribes, all right, all over here within the Western Hemisphere. Why did this happen? Well, you're going to get that if you come to these waters. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, Jake is thirsty for the truth, right? Come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, see, because contrary to what plantation Christianity and Bishop Porkchop have to offer, you don't have to pay any money, all right? You don't have to pay any money to get this truth. All you have to do is just pay attention, all right? Bishop Porkchop tell you, oh, just give us your money and you're going to get 100-fold. You're going to get 2-fold. And here it is. You keep giving them more and more and more, giving them all this money. Oh, you're going to get, it's going to double for you. It's going to double. A motivational speech. So you keep giving all your money. Meanwhile, your rent, you're back on your rent. Your lights been shut off because you can't afford to keep giving all this money to this wacky-tacky pastor that's just taking your money. You see? And he that have no money, you don't have to pay any money to get this truth. All you have to do is just pay attention. Come ye, buy and eat. How are you buying this? By paying attention. And eat. Eat is a metaphor for learning because it's food for thought. You're eating this word. Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. Eat this roll. All right. Or rather, Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. Eat this roll and go and teach the house of Israel. What is the roll? The Bible. How are you eating this roll? By learning it. Learn this word and go and teach the nation of Israel. Yea, come buy wine and milk. Thus both metaphors for this word. Without money and without price. Yeah, all you got to do is just pay attention. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread? Translation, what the hell are you doing in these churches? What are you doing in all these other religions and philosophies that ain't giving you the true bread? They ain't giving you the 100% truth. What are you doing there? You're wasting your time. And your labor for that which satisfieth not. Yeah. Hearken diligently unto me, meaning listen up. And eat ye, meaning learn. You learn this, that which is good, which is what? The 100% truth. And let your soul delight itself in fatness, meaning the 100% truth. Come get it. See? Now let's go from there to the book of Jeremiah, the 5th chapter. The Lord ain't pleased with you going to these churches. Which originally this lesson was supposed to be on, the land of Israel being a true resting place, but the Spirit got it going into these wacky-tacky false leaders, these false prophets, these false teachers, false pastors that YAHAWASHI is not sent. Slot. Jeremiah, the 5th chapter, and verse 7. It says, how shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me, forsaken YAHAWASHI, and sworn by them that are no gods. Yeah, these idols. All right, and the number one idol that's just seared upon the minds of our people is that white meat, Caesarea, Jeebus. They can't get it out of them, you know. So, and don't even get me on start on the tribe of Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans. You know, they got Jeebus headlights. You go into their houses, nothing but idols within their homes. And even when you go into the northern kingdom, nothing but idols. A few pictures of Cesare Borgia, couple in the, a few in the living room, few in the bedrooms, few in the kitchen, few on the doors, everywhere. That image is just seared in our people. And it's only through this knowledge of truth that image gets wiped clean away out of your mind, because it ain't the truth. And sworn by them that are no gods, when I had fed them to the full, they then committed adultery, meaning spiritual adultery, because you're leaving your husband, which is the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. All right, the Lord is married unto us. Tells you that in the book of Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, for I am married unto you. Married means to be joined unto. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi is joined unto us. How? Through his laws, statutes, and commandments. And I will take you, one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. Talking about the elect. Jeremiah 5 and 7. How shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me, and sworn by them that are no gods. When I have fed them to the full, they then committed adultery and assembled themselves by troops in the harlot houses. What are the harlot houses? Talking about these churches. All right? These churches. They're harlot houses. They're full of nothing but adultery. First off, look at how they dress. Scantily clad, wearing leggings to so-called church, wearing booty shorts, wearing them. Oh man, don't get started with the dresses. Dresses where it's, you can part of their butt is poking out, panties showing. The dress is super high up, and she's wearing the skin tight dresses because she knows she got curves. But then they put on the little hat on the top of their head like they just so righteous. That's why it says and assembled themselves by troops in the harlot houses. All types of adultery going on in these churches. All right. And the Most High is not pleased with this. All right. Assembling up into these harlot houses. Nothing but idolatry and adultery goes on in there. The bishop is sleeping with the deacon's wife, and also with the head man of the choir's wife. It's just a bunch of adultery going on in there. This place is sinful. It's wicked. And Most High ain't pleased with that place. And what is the Lord going to do to these churches? He's going to destroy it. That's why within the movie, The First Purge, what happened? Jake ran into the churches for protection. What did the Lord do? Or rather, what happened in the movie? Esau came in with his guns and shot the place up, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi using Esau in order to do it. And they showed you the same scene in what's that movie called? Bird Box. Jake went into the church, and what happened? Church got shot up. Why do you think they keep showing that? That shows you that the Most High is not in these churches. All right. Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 1. And the word of Yahweh Shai came on to be saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, that's the false teachers, false prophets, hear ye the word of Yahweh Shai. Thus saith Yahweh Shai power, woe, meaning destruction, unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts, they're crafty, they're sly. Yea, it's like ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of Yahweh Shai. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying Yahweh Shai saith, and the Lord Yahweh Shai hath not sent them. The Lord didn't send Creflo Dollar, TD Snakes, all right, Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen, so on and so forth. The Lord hasn't sent them. And they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. You know what that's talking about? What's a great example of that? Can I get an amen? Here it is, a pastor that says some BS. He says something off, you know. Or he'll say something. He'll say, can I get an amen? And the church say, amen. And then everything just keep on going. No one's questioning anything. He ain't breaking nothing down. You go 2 hours within church and you might hear like maybe 2 scriptures. And then it's a whole bunch of singing, back to dancing. Oh, can't forget the collection plate. Need that a few times. He need him a new BMW. Oh, and you can only imagine how much of a fool these so-called pastors were acting when these stimuluses was coming out. You know, he was sending that collection plate over 2-3 times. He want that stimmy. All right, let's hop from there to let's go from there to the book of Ezekiel, or rather Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. Let's grab this first. Jeremiah 13:13. Then said I, Lord, Yahweh Shai power, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place. Yeah, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You'll be all right. No evil will happen to you. But did the Lord Yahweh Shai say that? No, they saying that of their own hearts, like we read in Ezekiel 13. Then Yahweh Shai said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. And these are these phony pastors, these phony preachers. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination. Yeah, they tell you, oh, America's that it's going to forever be here. It's going to be all right. You know, trying to just cementing lies in our people. You know, oh, you could be whatever you want. You could be a Mo. We accept everybody. You know why they accept everybody? Because of that bag, because of that purse. You giving them your money. More people means more money. So of course they're gonna let the alphabet community get all up in there. And a thing of naught in the deceit of their heart. Therefore thus saith Yahweh Shai concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. So Yahweh Shai is going to get them. And each one of you false, wacky, tacky preachers and wacky, tacky, all right, ministers and such, Yahweh Shai is going to visit you. Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. If you ain't giving them the 100% truth, you're scattering the sheep of Yahweh Shai. Saith Yahweh Shai. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away. You're feeding our people what? False doctrine instead of the 100% truth. All right, you're not telling them what the mark of the beast is. You ain't telling them that the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You ain't telling them America is going to be destroyed. You ain't telling them that they're Israelites. You're not telling them the names of the Most High, which is Yahawah, and the name of His only begotten Son, which is YAHAWASHI. You're not telling them where their homeland truly is, which is the land of Israel. You see? Ye have scattered my flock. You ain't teaching them the 100% truth, and driven them away, and have not visited them. How are you supposed to visit them? With the truth. You're supposed to give them the truth. But you're not doing that. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. So it ain't like you're going to just get off scot-free. The Lord has it out for you false teachers. All right? And Yahawah Shem Yahawashi is going to get every last one of you. Jeremiah 50:6. My people hath been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains, which represents governments. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. Yeah, what is our resting place? The land of Israel. But Jake has forgotten their resting place. So that's why Jake is all up into, it's Africa. Africa is the motherland. No, your whole land is the land of Israel. Oh, I want to go back to Africa. That ain't your land. Your land was once again the land of Israel. All right. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, QADASH, double honors to my elders and my apostles, the very millstone that do indeed well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect, the elect of the 1/3. With that being said, Shalom. Barak Akim. Shalom.